Hello everyone, so this video is going to be a different kind of video. I'm going to show you my collection of kind of like rare items that I have in my collection. So really all I'm going to include is like stuff that's out of print, stuff that's signed, and like promos. So generally just something that's a little bit harder to get. I kind of have a little bit more to show than I was expecting, so I'm gonna start so I can make this video not an hour long. But yeah, I'm not going to go in any particular order. I'm just gonna kind of pull from my pile that I have. So the first thing I'll show is 17's special edition of Love and Letter. I think this is harder to get now. I think it's out of print. But yeah, it's just the special edition and it's really big and it has a DVD in it. It has their like 17 like Boys Wish concert in it, so yeah. But I love this album a lot and I'm really happy that I have this special edition just because I remember back in the day I was really excited to get this because it was the first kind of 17 DVD that there was. So yeah, that's that. Next I have CLC's Crystal and it's signed. I got this from M-Wave. And I'm happy I have this album signed in particular because it is one of my favorite CLC albums, as like everyone else's, but yeah, it's just, and I did get this from M-Wave back in the day. Next I have EXID's Street, and this album is out of print. I think it's pretty hard to get nowadays for a good price. I bought this when it first came out because I really liked the album, so yeah, but I realized that EXID's albums go out of print pretty easily, which is interesting. I'm not sure I understand why, at least why they don't stay in print. But this album is like my favorite from EXID, so I'm happy that I have it. So next I have this promo, signed promo from Girl Kind, their Sorry single. It's their most recent single, and I know none of you probably know who Girl Kind even is or really even care, but they did debut this year and they debuted with Fancy and I really liked their debut a lot. So this is from a Make Star project and I thought I would support the Make Star just because I wanted to support them. So next what I have is Impact's Lollipop. This is signed. I don't know if you can see it. Kind of. And it's also a promo. So, and I don't know. Did I mention that this album is out of print? So it's like fits all three of my categories. It's out of print, it's signed, and it's a promo. But yeah, this is like one of my favorite recent purchases because I've been wanting this album for a long time. It's amazing that I finally got this album in 2018. This album came out over 2 years ago. Yeah, I don't know, I love this album a lot. So next I'll show you like the parts of my Brave Girls collection that is what I consider rarer merch. It's honestly like most of it, but you know, whatever. The first one is their debut, The Difference. This one is out of print. And then their first mini album, Back to the Future, this is out of print as well. And then their second mini, which is also out of print. All of their like early releases are out of print, for sure. I don't know if their like most recent ones are though. And then I have For You. This is promo signed by Hiran and Yujin before they left, of course. And then I have Deepened, which is a signed promo signed by all members. And then there's Yoo-Hoo, which is a promo. And then the new version of Rollin', which they just put out. And then I have a signed promo of Rollin' as well. So as you can see, like all of my Brave Girls collection is either out of print, signed, or a promo. There's only 2 albums that I have from Brave Girls that aren't. Yeah, this collection is one of my most prized just because, I mean, I know no one collects Brave Girls like I do. Like, I have all of their releases, and I'm not sure many other people do, at least here on YouTube, that I've seen at least. And I don't know, it's just one of my favorite collections just because Brave Girls are my alts, of course, so the fact that I have all of their releases is really nice because, yeah, they're like out of print. These 3 are out of print, and then these 3 are just promos of these 4. These 4s are just like promos of singles, and then I just have this one signed copy of one of their actual albums, so I don't know, it's just really nice to have a complete collection of your alts. My Brave Girls collection would be a lot smaller if I didn't have all of these like promos and things, and I don't know, I just like the complete collection. It just is so nice, you know? Okay, moving on, I'll do some of the Twice things I have. So first I have the page 2 with Chaeyoung's like drawn cover. I don't know how easy it is to get this these days, but I know it was limited, and I do have this for both the copies I have, but I'm just showing one. And yeah, I bought this album a long time ago when it first came out, so. And then the next Twice thing I have is the page 2 monograph. I think this is pretty hard to get for a good price these days. Mine's a little damaged, it came that way unfortunately, but Yeah, this did come with like the postcards. They're just not in here at the moment. But again, I bought this when it first came out. I really liked the idea of the whole monograph thing. I still do, but they're just too expensive to kind of warrant buying them, you know, consistently at least. But yeah, this is one of, I really like having this in my collection, but also I've considered selling this and the other monograph that I have so that I could buy their concert DVDs instead, because I kind of want to collect their concert and like fan meeting DVDs, but I also am like way too attached to this to let it go. So I've actually been debating doing that for a long time, but I think as of right now I'm not going to sell either of my monographs for now. I would really like to collect their DVDs in the future, but who knows if I'll be able to do that. The next thing I have is FX's Red Light. I think this is the Wildcat version. I think this is out of print and harder to get than the Sleepy Cat version. I don't know. I honestly just bought this like a while ago. I was expecting to get the other version because I knew this one was not really available. But somehow I still got this one anyways. I was really surprised when I got this in the mail. But yeah, somehow I ended up getting this one, which was cool. I mean, you know, this is one of my favorite FX albums. But yeah, when I got this I was like really surprised. And I'm still kind of surprised that I have it. I don't know, because I ordered it well after it came out. I think it was even after Four Walls came out, so by that time I still don't think this version was easy to get. Next I have 17's Boys Be, and this is signed by June, who is my bias in 17, and I've had this for quite a while actually. And I did buy this secondhand. I didn't buy it from M-Wave initially, but I got it for a pretty good price back in the day. So yeah, it was really exciting to have this because he was my ult for probably like 2 years. So I really treasure this album, especially because it's one of my favorite 17 albums. So next I have this signed promo of Reigns' Sunshine, and I remember I got this album for a really good price. I think when I bought it last year, I got it from K-Town For You. They were doing like a sale. It was kind of around Christmas time, I think. And yeah, I got it for actually really cheap, like the price of a normal album. But yeah, it's a promo. And I was really happy to have this because I love this album a lot. And it is sad that they disbanded. I felt like their disbandment news was way too sudden, but what can you do? Next, I have SF9's Feeling Sensation, their debut. I have this signed, and I got this from M-Wave back in the day. Yeah, I remember I was really excited when I ordered this because I had just gotten into SF9, so I was just really happy to have like a signed album from them. And especially because I really like this single a lot. So yeah, all those 3 songs are really good, and I still like them a lot. Next I have Newies W's W here, and it is signed by becaue, and yeah, I don't know, I'm really happy that I have this. I got this from M-Wave, and yeah, I'm really happy to have becaue's signature because even though he's not my bias, I do love him a lot. And then next I have Daya's Love Generation signed. I got this from M-Wave as well. I'm really happy that I have this because it's one of my like favorite albums of all time, so of course I need to have it signed. But yeah, I love this one. So next I'll do IOI, and I have What a Man signed. I really like treasure this album because I love this era a lot, but also I kind of wish I would have been able to get their other album signed just because. But yeah, so that's the one thing that I have. I got that from M-Wave back in the day. And also I just recently got their special edition of Chrysalis, so this is a really exciting addition to my collection because I was not ever sure I'd be able to get it, but I did, so that makes me really happy. Okay, we're on to the last few things that I have, but this next one is Obtention Summer Go. I have this signed by all 10 of them. Yeah, I got this from M-Wave, and I actually do have another signed Obtention album on the way. I honestly would probably have more Obtention signed albums. Like, I feel like I would have gotten their Stardom and like 2017 photo edition album signed, but I also only really want OT10 signed albums, so that's why I only really have this one, plus the one that I have coming right now, but I'm happy that I have something signed by them. And then next I have UMB's Black Heart. I got this from M-Wave. This is more recent, and yeah, I love this album. I love having it signed just because, I don't know, I just love UMB a lot, so I'll treasure this album for a long time even after they disband, you know. And then one of my probably most treasured items, this is HOTSHOT's In My HOTSHOT, and this is signed, and I did get this secondhand because I did not stan HOTSHOT back when this was a thing on M-Wave, but this album is out of print and pretty hard to find these days. But but somehow I got really lucky. I think I bought this last year, but I got really lucky and I found a signed copy. So that was really cool because I am just really happy that I have something signed from HOTSHOT. And hopefully I'll be able to get some more things in the future. And actually, in terms of like HOTSHOT things, I think they did this crowdfunding thing for a selfie photo book, and I joined that, of course, and I think the selfie photo book comes signed, so I'll have something else in the future. I just don't know when, though. Hopefully soon. And the last two things I have to show you are both of 101's debut album, To Be One. I have this one, Jisung, signed, and then this one is Minhyun signed, as you can see. And I got these from M-Wave, and these are probably still some of my favorite albums that I have because, I don't know, just having a 101 signed album really meant a lot to me, especially at the time that I got this, because I don't know. I think you can understand where I'm coming from. But yeah, these are two of my like favorites that I have, even to this day. Okay, yes, so that was all of the more rare / signed albums that I have. I really wanted to show this part of my collection just because it's something more interesting to see. But yeah, that was everything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.
안녕!